Welcome everyone, this is your host Abraham L. Jaguar, a professional game master. First of all, this channel is proudly sponsored by Rome, the historical role-playing game. Experience the glory and decadence of Rome like never before. You will find it in the description and in the pinned comment. This channel is also proudly partnered with the What the Funk shop. Please check out their store for all sorts of products. They have dice, miniatures, game master screens, home decorations, and many other things. You will find the link in the description and in the pinned comment as well. And make sure that you use my code for a special discount. Now, a moment, please, while I maximize. Mm, there we go. All right, tonight I want to talk about something very important. If you wish to bring out the maximum enjoyment in your tabletop RPG sessions, creating the magical space. You could even call it creating the magical portal. It is powered by your imagination. What do I mean by this? It is only through tabletop role playing games where you're able to create a very special experience, something unlike any other thing. It is quite close to a dream. Sure, some people could feel excited about going to the session and they're going to sit at a table, eat Cheetos, scratch their bellies, talk about their characters, talk about the characters, talk about the world, tell stories about the characters, tell stories about the world, roll dice every now and then, not even describing what their characters are attempting. If that's your thing, go for it. But if you actually want to roleplay in tabletop role-playing games, keep into consideration, keep in mind that only when you roleplay can you enter a magical realm, a magical dimension. Suddenly, everything that happens at the table falls into a second plane, just like breathing. I have mentioned this before. Similar to breathing, we are not constantly aware of breathing in and out. You can do it when you want to do like breathing exercises. But right now, I am breathing and I don't have to focus on breathing. It happens automatically. And so, the rolling of the dice, the writing on your character sheets, bookkeeping, everything besides roleplay falls into second plane because it is necessary to resolve the various actions and reactions within the game world. But apart from that, everything else will present a hindrance to enter this magical realm. It's as if you wanted to see what is in front of you while closing your eyes. You cannot do this, you cannot do that unless you're going to some ESP thing. You cannot do it. And that's why so many people have these lackluster sessions. They never go into the magical realm of the world they're trying to represent. They never penetrate into that fiction. They are stuck outside. They just catch perhaps a few glimpses every now and then, but they never experience it. They never enter that world. For them, playing tabletop RPGs is just like sitting down and playing poker or blackjack. And that is a very tragic thing. There are so many people that spend their lives attempting to truly enjoy tabletop RPGs, but they never roleplay. They never experience that magic. So when they see some other people with such enthusiasm about their sessions, and they think, why aren't my sessions like that? And there are still those that have been spending all their lives playing tabletop RPGs, and when they come to the realization that they have never roleplayed, they have never experienced that magic, that roleplay magic, because of their ego, they cannot accept it. They prefer to lie. They prefer to say that it is the same thing, that eating Doritos and picking your nose and speaking about the characters and telling stories about the characters is the same thing as actually going into that fictional world, actually embodying that character as far as you can within the role playing game environment, of course. So keep in mind that it is of the utmost priority if you want to truly enjoy the hidden magic in tabletop RPGs. You must do whatever it takes through your roleplay to jump into that dimension. This goes beyond turning off your cell phones. This goes beyond putting your getting the pets into your garden or patio or whatever. This is about actually playing a role. You have been playing a game. Perhaps not even that. There could be some people that are not even playing the game and are just like eating pretzels and play acting. Well, they try to figure out what is this tabletop RPG all about. But when you are actually describing your actions and reactions within the game world in order to interact with that fiction, then you make it into that dimension, into that magical space. Everything else is like a rock thrown to shatter that beautiful stained glass window. How beautiful, how many, so many colors, so many shapes. Why would you attempt to shatter that? Just because of your ego, that you are not doing it right. Because, as in many things, you can play baseball wrong. If you suddenly take the baseball and start running with it as if it was American football, or if you start kicking it like soccer. And here in tabletop RPGs, you play a role and you play a game. As simple as that. Everybody can do it. There is no further complexity. There are no advanced or beginners or intermediate versions of roleplay. There is no deeper roleplay and shallow roleplay because when you play a role, you are there. In tabletop RPGs, you are there. This is not acting in the movie or theater sense. Actors in movies, they never describe their actions, they just take action. They take action. This is not voice acting. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to play the role of a mute character or a character that uses emotions to communicate. Maybe he's from a weird alien species that only communicates through emotions. And you can describe the emotions that you communicate, but you cannot voice act the emotions, the abstract emotions. You cannot voice act a mute character. Only through the magic of roleplay can you accomplish such things. So look for that magical space. Play that role and play that game. Thank you for watching this video. I hope it was informative and entertaining. And thank you so much to those of you that are going the extra mile to support the channel. If anyone else wishes to further support the channel, consider joining as a member using the super thanks button. Like, subscribe, take a look at the information in the description, the pinned comment. This has been your host, Abraham L. Jaguar, a professional game master. And remember, master roleplay and you will master the game. Once again, thank you and see you later.